I am starting to date myself. Yeah, you may be thinking, but this is weird, Eunice. Yeah, that is what I'm doing, and let's get to know more about this because, yeah, that is what I'm going for. So, one thing, let's face it as this. Maybe you could feel like, oh, you're so weird, girl, because why should somebody think of dating yourself? Like, is it making sense? Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is what, like, my inspiration. And I don't know if this video I'm making is a way of expressing my emotions or just being authentic self or just trying to cloud chase, but I had to do this. And this is what happened, or this is the reality. Even if I'm making this video, it's a Saturday morning, and actually I didn't plan to make this video, but truth be told, well, sometimes I usually try to chase YouTube algorithm, trying to make videos that are making like a little bit more value and more sense. But this morning, yeah, this book, The 5 Love Languages, I just finished reading this book this Saturday morning, and I can't help. And the number of times I have cried after reading a page of this book, like, it has reminded me of the past mistakes that I did. And to make that case, like, all the love languages, and I've come to realize that my love tank has been empty for a very long time. This thing and this social thing, like, oh, you have to date somebody, you have to maybe experience love from someone, that romantic love that is so called from dating. But this book, it has helped me in one or another. And again, it has reminded me of my past mistakes that I've done, and I could not just help but keep this book off from reading, because at one time there are mistakes that I've already done. There are times that my love tank has been empty for a very long time. And because right now I'm in my single girl era, and this time is precious to me. Like, I won't be 22 once again. I just have 1 year in my life to be 22. And in that case, I have only this season being single, because of course I would one day love to, get married, have kids, build a life and all that. And so my single girl era is just a period. And if I don't enjoy this period to the maximum, like, what will I be proud of my 22? So here's the thing. The 5 Love Languages. This book first started very well, and I was so much curious to know what are the love languages that people usually have, and what is my love language. That is just what the cover is saying, and I could not even hope for anything better, because it's just 5 love languages. And so I didn't know actually what is my love language. But at chapter 3, what I loved about this book is that at chapter 3, it says about the in love experience obsession. And one thing that this book says is that when you are starting to date, and when you are past lovers and you are experiencing love, maybe the first time with this person, there's usually this love obsession. And the author Chapman says that this kind of obsession is one that you want this person so bad that you don't see the negative side of this person. This is a moment that when you are in love with this person, you get so much obsessed that whenever somebody else tells you something negative about this person, you can't agree, because you are in love obsession. And at this time is a period that your goals do not matter as much as this lover. And if you were in a past relationship, you feel like you're so happy that you're in a new relationship, you feel like posting, you feel like spending time, endless time together, calling each other all the time. And this is a period that usually stay at the start of the relationship. But the bad thing is that the love experience is there, but it doesn't meet our emotional need. Why? Because the author says that when we have our emotions met, we cannot meet it in love experience, because in love experience you see every positive thing about your lover. You are so much convinced to spend time with this person, even if you don't love spending time. You spend money on this person and giving gifts, even if you don't like giving gifts. Like, everything you do together is enjoyable. But the bad thing, or something that is not an advantage, is that the love experience just stays for 2 years or less. And then after that in love experience, that's when now you come back to the real world, and that's when you have your emotions and your love language speak to you. And the author says that when you come back from the in love experience, maybe we call it 2 years. Maybe, for example, you have already married, and most people usually divorce after marriage because they have come back from in love experience and they have come to the real world. And what they meet in the real world is that they want their partner to communicate their real love language. And if the love language is not met at that moment, their love tank starts depreciating. I take it, for example, if my love language is, for example, physical touch, and when I was in love obsession, we were just having all those things, having to enjoy times, holding hands, holding hugs, and all those things that I can call them. But after in love experience, I now come back to my emotions. I come back to my real self and my original self. And I want maybe to have that one thing, which is maybe physical touch, as an example. And if my lover does not do the same thing because he's out of in love experience and he doesn't know my emotional love language, he will do something different, and maybe I'll do something different. And that is where our love tank starts depreciating day by day. And eventually you will start becoming angry, you will start becoming like you don't feel like you are attracted to your partner anymore, that you are not feeling loved the way you were feeling loved maybe during courtship, during dating, and all those things, blah blah blah. This book, hi, I wish I could meet with the author, because he has written it in a very good way, and I wouldn't have, like, why why didn't I know this like before, early enough? Because I myself, in my love life, like, I started dating right after joining school. So like, when I was in school, I was dating with my books, yeah. And slightly after high school, I joined campus, and after joining campus, I started dating right away. And I didn't know about my love language, I didn't know about in love experience, and I was so much excited, I was so much happy, I was feeling that fun and that energy of having a person who you called your lover and having that in love experience, and the obsession of being in love was so much good, and so feeling so much happy. But as the book has said, that in love experience is seasonal, and it's not even the actual thing as love, because it says that the in love is just an obsession of being loved or loving the other person. And there are a lot of mistakes that I've done personally in my love life. I can't tell all of them, and I can't share in this video because some things I better keep them to myself. Yeah, but after reading this book, there are 5 love languages. I have known my primary love language, and I even didn't have a single idea to what was my love language. But the good thing is that it have a test. It have a test where you experiment which love language is your primary love language. And knowing my primary love language, if I start dating today, I would want my partner to give me that emotional love language so that my love tank would start being full. And now that I have read this book, it's now time to act, because it's not just about reading, it's about applying what you have read in the books, because it could not make no sense if I just read one book after the other. And so that's where the title of this video comes from, that I am starting to date myself. Yeah, so I know sometimes it looks weird, but in this journey of trying to heal from my past relationship, trying to heal from past traumatic experiences, I've gotten the idea of bringing back the energy from others and now bringing it back to me. For example, I've been trying to make YouTube videos, trying to be the perfect girl on YouTube, trying to have the best idea that is going to bring more and more views, like trying to be consistent on YouTube and all those, trying to make my life a little bit more of perfect or more of achieving my goals. And the good thing is that even if I chase all these goals, what is coming back to me is the effort that I'm putting on this channel coming back to me. Like every day I'm chasing views, every day I'm chasing subscribers, every day I'm chasing to be better, I'm chasing to read books. But is there anything that I'm doing for myself? Like, whenever this feels troublesome, like I have to write the best script, I have to write the best title, I have to write the best thumbnail, all those things sometimes feel a little bit hectic, and whatever thing is coming back to me is very little. And what I was doing, maybe some mistake that I was doing back when I was dating, is that I am chasing my dreams in one end and I am chasing love in the other hand. I'm trying to impress my own ego, trying to be the best version of myself. And again, I'm trying to be the best version of a lover. Like, after I'm chasing this, I'm already chasing the other. I want my life to be perfect. But I have watched another video from Prince Era, and it says watch this before you die. I'm going to link it here above. And this video was saying that we keep on chasing our dreams, we keep on looking for more and more, even as after we have achieved life or what we wanted. We don't get satisfied with what we have. And I got the idea of, like, you have your life to live. I'll not be 22 anymore after this year has passed. I will not be single again after I will be married. I'll not be the same person I am today. In some few years, I'll have grown, I'll have emerged, but I have life to live. I have this body to live in for this life. And if I don't take care of it, who is going to take care of it for me? Like, I keep on chasing to impress. But when will I be there for myself? When will I stop putting my love at the mercies of others? Like, when will I put the same energy I put into all this world back to myself? Like, I won't keep relying on other people to compliment me. I won't keep giving myself or wanting validation from people, trying to validate myself. Like, I don't deserve something if I've not worked for it. But life is too short to not take care of yourself or take back the same energy to yourself. You are the one who knows yourself better. I'm the one who, I know my weaknesses, I know my strengths, I know when person is not understanding me the right way. I'm the one who knows deep what is holding me deep inside. And if I don't give the same energy I give to others back to me, people are going to walk over me. People are going to misuse my energy and take my energy for granted. People are going to be like, I'll cross over my boundaries and see as if nothing is wrong with it. And I have spoken this many times that setting boundaries is the first thing that you should do. I know I did a video at the start of my channel about setting boundaries and didn't do much. It only got around 28 views, but that video was an inspiration to me. After reading books about setting boundaries, I came to know that it's not just other people who cross your boundaries, even yourself. And even myself, most times, I usually cross my boundaries. Whether I'm knowing it, whether I'm not knowing it, there are countless times that I have crossed my boundaries. And this has now to come back to me. And I'm starting this. It's a journey that I don't know where it is. And I'm happy to announce that this is not the first time that I'm doing a solo date. Yeah, since when I broke up from my relationship, I've tried as much as possible to have peace with myself, to have a process of healing, to work myself and to take myself gentle, to forgive myself of all the mistakes that I did, because my younger self has done a lot of mistakes. But again, I don't like to not recommend all the good things that I'm doing. And solo dating is this praise or this season that in my life I'll give back the same energy, I'll give back the same love, the same energy that I put in on YouTube, the same energy that I put maybe to my friends, to my family. I'm not going to experience back to myself. All these 5 love languages. For example, there is words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. So, first of all, I have identified one primary love language for me, but the others are still more significant, but not as much as my primary love language. So by giving myself what I want maybe the other person to do for me, what I would like my lover to do for me, but now I will be having those cravings, yes, but I will not give it at the mercy or put it at the mercy of another person. I'll bring back the same energy to myself, bring back the same thing to myself. If I want gifts, I won't expect or I won't rely maybe on another person to give me a gift. I'll buy myself a gift. If it's acts of service, these are things that I would love somebody to do for me. But in solo dating, I'll do this for myself. For example, when I wake up in the morning and I make my bed, that's an act of service. When I make my clothes clean and I find my clothes being ironed, that is an act of service. And receiving gifts that I've already talked about. Quality time is spending time with yourself, and this is one of my love language. And spending quality time now, as I am solo dating, is when I'm just seated without scrolling on social media, without having the noise or listening to the world. But now I'll have time to meditate, time to listen to my inner self, time to journal, time to express myself, time maybe to have fun with myself, time to watch a movie all by myself. And the last one is physical touch, and this one it kind of becomes tricky when you are solo dating. But physical touch can also be done in a solo date, because in this case, physical touch, you'd love maybe to have hugs, to have kisses, to have maybe holding hands whenever you go, or maybe having a massage and all those things. And when you're solo dating, physical touch can also become easier for you, because one thing, you have your body with yourself, you have things that you can do to yourself. You can massage your hair, you can massage your legs with warm water, you can take a hot shower, you can take a bubble bath, yeah, and then you are in this basin and you just enjoy time with yourself, enjoying maybe to take care of your body, to trim your hairs, to do all those things to yourself. Those are ways that you can give back the love language back to yourself. And if you don't know your love language, maybe solo date is a time that maybe you can identify or you can explore what is your love language. When you buy yourself a gift, are you so much excited? When you do a massage or a hot bubble bath, do you enjoy it more? When you have words of affirmation, when you tell yourself, oh, Eunice, you are lovely, you can do it, like when you are encouraging yourself, do you love it? So I take a solo date as a season, not just maybe to have fun by myself, but to explore more of myself, to explore more of the love inside me, to explore more of places that I would love another person maybe to come and explore more. And it's not just an advantage to me, it's an advantage to my future relationships, because if I have identified my love language, it would be easier to communicate to my lover, it would be easier to communicate to my husband, to my children, to the people that I'm in love with, for example, to my family members. And so it's not just for me, it's also for my past me, because I didn't know of all this, but now because I know, I'll give a gift to my past me by doing those things now to my present me for the advantage of the future person. So it's an act that I'm going maybe to sometimes take you along. It's sometimes I'm going to do maybe vlogs about what I'm going to be doing all this time. And I hope if you would love, let me know in the comment section about what you have to say about solo dating. And this season is a season that personally, I have not said this, but it's a time during my single era that I'm trying to mold myself to a better person, build myself, heal myself emotionally, so that if I'll be getting into another relationship or marriage maybe in the future, I'll be healed emotionally, I'll be able to control my emotions in most dimensions. And this is the time that I'm working on that, to bring that energy back to me, back to myself. And before I end this video, I know there are a lot of things that I've said according to love, but if you want to be in a relationship, or maybe you are aiming to be in a marriage, this is a book that no couple should miss, because it explains and it has a lot of things that relate to many people, and it have related to me a lot. That's why I'm saying that this book have made me cry. Like literally, I'm reading through the pages and something hits me hard and I just start crying and I stop reading immediately. I say, I will read another time, because there are things that are piercing me. They are the realities of life, like what personally I've gone through. Yeah. And it has given a lot of stories about people who are married, people who were about to divorce even after like 35 years of marriage, and how they have resolved their conflicts by knowing each other love languages and communicating each other love language in a way that suits your partner. Yeah, so if you are in a relationship, or if you are in a marriage, or if you are preparing for a marriage or a relationship, this book is a no miss. I know it's weird to talk all this, yeah, but that is the reality of life. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to enjoy life how I'm visualizing it. I'm going to give this energy back to myself, the same energy I've been putting into people, into YouTube, and into all those things, I'll be putting back to me. Yeah, so thank you so much for subscribing and reaching to this far. Thank you to my subscribers, and I hope you have subscribed to this channel. And if you want more videos about maybe falling in love with yourself, about ideas of solo dating, about leveling up your life, maybe as girls or as people who want to have a better life and a better future, make sure that you tell me in the comment section, and also subscribe. And when this video gets more subscribers, I'm going to know that most people want such like content and appreciate what, like, they appreciate these types of content. And so I'll find you in my next video. Goodbye.